Welcome back, everybody. Just to keep everything right, would one of the members make a motion to close the executive session?
Sure. I would make a motion to close the executive session.
All in favor? Anna?
You need a
Aye.
second.
Second that.
Second, Dan? Okay, and myself, I agree as well. So, we're back. First on the agenda, there were some variances. There was a variance request and an appeal of building inspector's decision in relation to 60, 70, 76-78, 86, and 95 Broad Street. I see one of the members here who is going to, they're looking to withdraw without prejudice these requests. For the applicant, is there someone going to make that application?
Yeah, Mr. Heath, it's Bob Cormier.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, our intention here is to withdraw without prejudice. We're gonna take the project in a different direction that complies with the form-based code.
All right. If one of the members would make a motion to accept the withdrawal without prejudice?
Mr. Chairman, I would do them as two separate motions.
Okay. We will take the first one. It's the variance request. The applicant is requesting a withdrawal without prejudice. We have a motion to accept that withdrawal.
I'll make a motion to accept the withdrawal of the variance request.
A second?
Second.
All in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan? Myself is also in the affirmative. Second, there was an appeal of the building inspector's decision. There also was a request for withdrawal without prejudice. Motion to accept that withdrawal. Dan,
I'll make a motion to accept the withdrawal of the appeal of the building inspection decision.
okay, second.
Second that.
All right, all in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Myself, accepted as well. So the request for withdrawal has been accepted on both.
Thank you very much. Apologies for the frantic email there. I didn't realize it was an executive session, and I was sitting in the waiting room thinking I was missing something. So I
No,
apologize.
we wouldn't do that to Bob.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Next up on the agenda, we have 121 Pine Street. They're looking for a special permit request under section 5.7.1. It's a frontage and lot size request. Is the applicant here, or somebody representing the applicant? Anyone? Hello? Let me see. Application for-
Temporarily skip it if you want and go to Hammond Street and see if they come late.
The applicant is Sean Keynes, and I don't see him there.
There's a Sean Carnes here. Karen's
Nope.
here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay. There
Okay.
he is.
Yeah, actually, the engineer is supposed to be on. can you guys skip us and come back, or
Who is the engineer?
Frank Gallagher?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Frank is
Not
not
on.
here.
All right. So we'll go on to the next item on the agenda is 0 Hammond Street. It's a variance request in relation to the section 4.2 dwelling requirements. And I see Larry, and I knew Larry did the plan. So Larry, would you be the person representing the applicant?
Yes, I would be. And the owner of the property is also on tonight. That's Stephen Arrighi.
Okay.
Um,
Just give us a little background, Larry, if you would.
you
You
need
can share
to
your screen
read
if
it
you
in
want,
first.
Larry, you can share your screen if you need to.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, did you read in the notice or do you need to?
The notice?
The
Yeah.
legal notice.
The legal notice? I didn't know if procedurally you did that first or not.
I mean, in relation to the application?
What the request was, yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't generally read the whole
Okay,
application.
that's fine. If you don't generally do it, then that's fine. Then proceed.
Yeah, I state, as I said, it was a variance request under section 4.2 in relation to the dimensional, the frontage and the total lot size.
Okay. I can share my screen?
Yes,
Oh, okay. So, as my introduction, I'm Lawrence Silva, registered professional engineer, with offices at 1615 Bedford Street in Bridgewater. My land surveyor working with me is Bruce Pilling, who works for us on a part-time basis. And he's not here this evening. I am here making the presentation.
your screen is not up, Larry, just so you know.
It's not up.
No.
Okay. Okay. So there was nothing that was coming up at all?
None.
No.
I'm having trouble getting back to the main Zoom screen for some
Larry, I
reason.
can put it up for you.
Is it
There you go.
just the plans? That's what I thought. Yeah.
That's the plan of the lot itself.
You need
So-
the other, you need the other plan?
Right now, I look at just this one first. I don't know why and Rebecca gave me a good class as to how to do this. Because she's covering a meeting in Raynham tonight. All right, so the lot or lots, the two parcels that make up the lot, which you see designated here as Lot 1. It's the land at the end of Hammond Street. It's both the map 21 lot 41 and 42.
Mhm.
And together they consist of 0.42 acres in size, or 18,000, I think it's 286 square feet. And it has a frontage of 40.21 feet on the end of Hammond Street. This is a subdivision that goes back to 1916, when these lots were laid out in this sort of central area within Bridgewater, with a lot of industrial activities that were going in, and there was a lot of residential developments of small lots that were in that at that time frame. Some of the lots in Hammond Street were combined, so you'll see like a normal one would have been the one that's like map 2145. That one there was like about 0.11 acres. That was the average size. This lot that we're talking about here is about almost 4 times that amount in terms of size, and it's just shy of the Residence D requirement for area of 18,500. We're at 18,286 square feet. The lot itself, if you look to the east of it, is where Fairview Millworks site is. The existing building is which is on Pearl Street, very large industrial remnant from the that was the Continental Gin Company back in the day. So Eli Whitney may have invented the cotton gin, but it was there that they learned how to make them in that location. But so that's the kind of use that is to the east. You got the MBTA Railroad, which is sort of on the north side. You have single family residential homes, which are on Oak Street. Those are like long, narrow house lots that come down, and they terminate at Hammond Street. And then along Hammond Street, it's single family, and then there are a number of duplex units that are along that stretch. So what we're looking here, as you can see in this proposal here, is that we're proposing to put in a single family house. But in order to do that on this lot, we need relief from both frontage and area. It's a lot that has had a lot of utilities that have sort of taken away a lot of usable area on the lot itself. There's a sewer line that comes in from the Oak Street side, cuts right across, and then goes across the MBTA. There are also drains and sewer line that comes right up Hammond Street and goes down the left central part of this this parcel as it makes its way to crossing the railroad corridor. But despite having all these utilities that are encumbering the lot, and despite the irregular shape of the lot, there's still a nice area which is available to be able to site a house in here. And it's this is a property that has been in the Riggi family since the early 1930s or mid 1930s in one way or another. And then solely with Steve Riggi since the 1980s. So if, could you go to the other attachment there, Bob, the one that had the color up aerial? And I really don't know why I'm not able to get this to happen here. Bob, are you there?
You're on mute, Bob. Larry, is there any issue with the street and the fire department? I mean, usually if you, as you know, if it's a retreat lot, you have a road, you need a hammerhead at the end for turning around and stuff.
Well, that's there, not to my knowledge. I would say to you that the property that's adjacent to this on the left side is the Portuguese Club. That was the Portuguese Club, and it's it's been obviously it's been in a position there that if that's a larger gathering of or occupancy, and if there was any kind of issue there, you would think that the fire department would have had some concerns about that in the past. This is straight access in. If there were to be the need for any kind of response, a vehicle is going to be able to come straight in because we're not proposing to encumber any of those areas where the utilities come through the site. So obviously this was noticed. Everybody got a copy of it, and we never received any. And I checked with with the office to find out if there were any other comments back from any town departments or anything, and there was nothing, no adverse comments about the request itself.
Larry, what's the title of the other plan? Because I only see site plan.
There's an aerial one. It's a color up.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I didn't see that in the package that was handed out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how come I can't get this thing? I got it right here. Why can't I
You must
get
be
it?
having connectivity issues from Beijing, from the Great Wall. Isn't that where you?
Oh
Is it-
my God.
Is
Larry,
it just the,
if you want to email it to me, Larry, I can open it.
Yeah, it was emailed over to you this afternoon by Rebecca.
Yeah, but Nicole was not in today, so.
Oh. Okay.
is it purely just like a Google's map?
No, it's an aerial. It shows an overlay of what we're showing about the proposed
Oh.
house. And it actually has an illustration, architectural of what the house would look like. So it's really important for me to be able to get that to you. For some reason, I can't go back to the main Zoom screen from here, and maybe let me try something else here. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see.
So for better or for worse, we can still see you.
That's probably for worse. Now, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. So I can get back to it, and for me to share, I can still share is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, and if I share on screen one, so does that work or not?
No, so if you have the file open, you should be able to go into share and then
click
just
on it.
click on the file. There you go.
It's up coming up now?
No, nope, I don't know what you
Oh,
just
your
did.
Zoom is coming up.
Sharing
You
Zoom.
clicked on Zoom.
Okay, well, I didn't click on Zoom, but that's okay. Yeah. Because I'm sharing. Okay.
Is that the lot? That's pretty nice.
That's a nice looking lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I,
Open the file.
There you go.
all right, here we go. Who said I'm technologically challenged at 73, huh?
We all did.
Okay, so this is just give you a better idea of how this, how this would lay out. It's it's a longer, narrow kind of design. Front entrance garage, entrance on the left side. And as you can see, the driveway would come in, you turn in, you have a turnaround, you'd be able to go back out. So it doesn't really need a lot of room for this. It's a 30 by 60 foot design, has a covered patio or porch area in the back. And it's a modest kind of use of, in terms of it, you still achieve the residential use, but it's not a big sprawling house that you're trying to fit into this area. It's more in keeping with the kind of houses that were in this neighborhood or are in this neighborhood, and have been there for over the years. And the design of it would be in keeping with sort of New England kind of look to it. We're looking for in terms of relief. Now, if I can go back to my my share in here, I can go to let's see. Just get me back here. Okay. So no, that's not getting me there. Nope. Okay. So you're still seeing that particular one, right?
No, now we're seeing your email.
Now you see my email, which is not what we really want. Okay. Okay, so if I stop sharing and I share and I go to well, I guess that's only one I can really go to, I think, at this point. So I was trying to get to, I had sent to you, and I think that you all had in your packet, what I was suggesting was the justification for the relief that we were requesting. I don't know if you do you have that, Bob, to be able to bring up, because I had it as one of my attachments here, but it doesn't.
What's it called?
It says the justification.
Justification letter for applicant 0.
Let me take yours down, Larry, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop sharing. Yeah, so as I had submitted in here, I gave, in terms of the introduction, I gave you an overview of, these parcels, and, they were, like I said, in the Arrighi family. They have, over time, went from a Carlos and his wife, I think it was Rose, and then later into a trust, but then eventually ended up with Steve, and Steve has had it since 1983. As far as the in the justification part of what we're asking for is that you know, that if we had 50 feet of frontage, this would be a grandfathered situation. We would have had lot protection at that point. Where we're shy the 50 feet, we're down, you know, the 40.21. We would have had sufficient area at the 5,000 square feet, where we're 18,258 or whatever it is, just under the requirement in the residential D district. It is it's consistent with the lots that are in this area. And could you just go to the second page there? It says, and obviously I talked before about the lot has significant limitation because of the utility easements for sewer and drainage, and also just the unusual shape of the property itself. When you take the setbacks on either side, there is an area that you get which is within the required setbacks. As you go on the left side, that those kind of jogged areas don't give you as much area to be able to place a structure. What we're proposing is it's a modest kind of development of the property. I think it's a better way to go than to leave the petitioner with a lot that basically he has no other real options other than to try to maybe sell the property to the industrial use that borders it to the east, which is not really good for the Hammond Street site, which is strictly residential in nature. And we just feel that it would be in the public interest to keep it as a small residential use. And I believe that Steve had reached out to some of his neighbors to tell them what he was proposing, and that he has, I believe, given to the board a couple of indications from some of the neighbors that said that they were not in opposition to it. I think that's basically where I feel that we are, and we're hopeful that the board could grant the relief in the frontage and the small amount that's in the area that we need.
And the
Okay.
abutters notices or comments were passed on to the ZBA members earlier this afternoon.
Yes.
Okay.
Hannah or Dan, do you have any additional questions for Larry?
I do not.
I mean, I'll say from mine, and I looked up, we had the package for a few days, and I went over it. And to your point, Larry, I don't know how this would ever be able to meet the frontage because it's on a dead-end street. And these lots, this lot is bigger than any lot that's on there to build the house. There are easements, so yeah, you're not going to build on it, but still, it's almost closer to a half an acre. You've got lots that are 0.12, 0.11. Again, my only question was, and it could be easily done if you had to put a hammerhead in there for turnaround or something, could be done. I think because of the fact, I look at it as, we have to kind of look at what we are allowed to do as a board, and that based upon the land itself and the shape of it and when this was all cut up, it makes it impossible nearly to ever get frontage on this. And so to just leave it at that, it would be, to your point, the land's no use to anybody. I don't think, again, based upon Hammond Street itself and in the developments that are there, it doesn't degrade the neighborhood at all, or, I don't think it goes, I personally don't think it goes against the public good or that it's nullifying or substantially degrading the intent of the ordinances or bylaws. That's my standing, but again, I'd hear from the rest of the board on that.
I think the irregular shape, as Mr. Chairman pointed out, as well as the utilities that further complicate or limit the land in conjunction with the fact that what you're proposing is consistent with what's there. I think it goes towards the intent of and all the letters of support, all of that together. I think it doesn't degrade from the intent of the bylaws, and I would be in support, but
It's a very difficult lot to build on. I think you did a good job putting it together.
I'm having trouble hearing you, Dan.
I get a little closer, is that a little better?
Yes.
It's just a very difficult lot to build on, and I feel like we did a good job putting the building in that space while, keeping in mind all the other requirements. And I would agree with that.
Would anyone want to make a motion to?
Mr. Chair, it's a public hearing, so.
Oh,
you-
it is public hearing. Yes, sorry, I apologize.
If a member of
How
the
many-
public would like to comment, either
Yeah.
use the raise the hand, or if you're on screen and I can see you, raise your hand. You just go through the crowd. Mr. Chair, I'm not seeing anyone indicating that they want to speak.
All right. Then at this time, I would request a motion to close the public hearing on this from one of my associate
Yeah,
members.
I'll make a motion. If you can hear me, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing on this.
We have a second? All in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And myself as well. All right, now, do we have a motion in regards to the request for this is a request for, excuse me, I can't remember, it's about 214, I think, square feet on the lot size, and because of this was 84, sorry, where is this?
84.79.
84.79 in relation to the 125-foot frontage. Anna or Dan, you'd like to make a motion in one way or the other?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept the variance request for the 84.79 feet and the, where are we here?
214.
214 square feet.
Anna,
I second that.
all in favor? Dan?
Aye.
Anna?
Aye.
Myself in the affirmative as well. So we are granting the frontage and the lot size variance.
I thank you very much and appreciate the listening to us this evening. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Larry.
Okay, we're going to go back to the 121 Pine Street. Again, they're looking for a special permit under section 5.71 in relation to frontage and lot size in regards to an existing structure that they are looking to demolish and relocate the situation where they site the new home. And I think Frank Gallagher, Frank, are you going to be representing the applicant?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Frank Gallagher, Gallagher Engineering in Foxborough. And Sean Carnes is also on the meeting. He's the owner and applicant of the property.
Yes, okay.
So should I just go
Yeah,
ahead?
if you would give us a general
Okay.
update on what it is you're proposing to
Yeah.
do and why.
So the location is 121 Pine Street. And there's an existing house on that property. It's in complete disrepair. It's really fallen down. If you go by there, parts of it have already collapsed. And beyond that, it doesn't meet a couple of the setbacks. It's much closer to the street than what the zoning would allow in that district. And it's closer to the sideline in one case than what the zoning would allow. So Sean Carnes is proposing to demolish that existing house and construct a new home that's set in such a way that it does comply with all the side, the rear, and the front zoning setbacks.
Mr. Gallagher, do you have a plan that you can put up on the screen?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm a little like Larry when it comes to that stuff, so let me just see if I can do that. So first we share, which is good.
Click on the open file.
Okay. Do you see that?
Don't see anything.
Okay. I never can seem to get this right. I'm sorry about that.
In the package that I can put up for you, so relying on you.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. Now I'm all messed up. I don't even know how to get back to
Is it the same one that was in the package?
yes.
Okay. Do you want me to share it?
Yeah, if you can, Brian. I was just, for members of the public that may not have seen the package, it's easier if they can see the plan.
Can you see that now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is, yes, this is what Sean intends to do. So you can see Pine Street is at the top of the page, a driveway to a 2-car garage, and then a 4-bedroom colonial style house. What you don't see on this plan is that we also had done soil testing out there, and there's a septic system located in the front portion of the lot. That's been submitted and approved by the Board of Health. So we have that approval. And this is just, if anybody's been there, you'd see this is just a vast improvement over what's out there right now.
So do we just get to okay.
In the meantime, I don't know if anyone has seen the building that's on the lot, but it's visible on a street view on Google Maps, and it's very,
Oh
very
yeah, it's
dilapidated.
nasty. I've
Yeah,
I've gone by there many times.
Yep.
Someone used to live there not too long ago. As Mr. Gallagher said, it's kind of caving in on itself. So right now we're looking at a frontage variance of 20 feet and a area variance of 12,600 as the request. Basically, it's got to be the requirement is 43,560. So those are the two requests at this time. Anna or Dan, do you have any additional questions to the applicant or his engineer?
I always like to hear from the abutters. I don't remember seeing anything from any abutters. Have you contacted anyone? I'm sure it would be a welcome
Welcome
addition to this eyesore, but have you contacted any of the abutters or heard from them?
I actually spoke to one of the abutters when I was surveying the site, and they welcomed what we were intending to do here.
And
Uh,
I believe this is for a special permit, not a variance, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is an existing home where they could actually build on the same footprint, even though it's non-conforming to the existing bylaws and setbacks. So this, because it's a demolish, so under 5.7, isn't it? Yeah, 5.71. It goes to actually 3. Because they're demolishing it and moving it, they need a special permit from the board.
Yes, sorry.
So this is a public comment. Is there anybody out there that has any questions for the applicant or the engineer?
Again, I would just ask that you use the raise your hand feature, or if you have a camera, put it on and wave. Let me just go through again. Mr. Chair, I'm not seeing anyone.
Okay. Can we get a motion from Anna or Dan to close the public hearing portion of this?
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second?
All in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Myself affirmative as well, so we're closing the public hearing. Again, as we stated, this is, I'm looking at the Google house too right now, from the street side. It's not pretty. In relation to this, it's, again, they could reconstruct it right where it is. Probably wouldn't be the best and most sightful thing. The plan as depicted, yes, I understand it's a little short on the frontage and a little short on an acre size, but the proposal meets all other setbacks, frontage, sides, rears. The alternative of just building on it versus granting this special permit to allow them to set it back and still meet all the other setbacks, to me, is a positive for the neighborhood, and it really would take an eyesore away. But again, I'm one member of the board, so Anna or Dan, if you have any comments or questions.
I agree. I believe it's a net positive here. I think if we're to rebuild on that same area, it's less conforming than it would be if we were just to push it back and go with the plan that they have here.
Agreed.
Agreed. And can we get a motion to accept to issue the special permit as requested?
I'll make a motion to accept the special permit as requested for 121 Pine Street.
Second.
I will second.
All in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Myself in the affirmative. Well.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you all very much.
Certainly. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks, Frank.
All right. That really concludes the public hearing portion of the meeting. If we could have a motion from one of the members to close the public hearing section of this ZBA meeting.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
I'll second that motion.
All right. All in favor? Anna? Sorry.
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
Myself as well. We're going to some administrative items.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for December 11th, January 8th, and January 22nd.
We have a
Second the motion.
All right. All in favor? Anna?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And myself as well. That being the final items on the agenda.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second that motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Anna?
Aye. Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And myself as well. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a
great
good night.
weekend.
Thanks,
Take care.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.